Okay, hey guys, welcome in. So we're just gonna get people in here before we start this stream. Okay. Okay, make sure you guys put a 7 in the chat if you guys can hear me.
Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream as well.
Okay, we're just promoting this to other people so they're notified, because you guys know how YouTube be not notifying people. Okay, so before we get into this video, we're going to talk about the recent Patreon videos that we have out right now. Okay, so recently, I want to make sure this is the correct link. Okay. Alright, so recently Conscious X posted this video about Charlie Kirk mocking the fact that he was going to die
20 days before he faked his death.
So I see that they've over amplified this Charlie character in the media way more than I expected and anticipated when I first did the video on it. And it's just insane how they can get people to care about someone that they really didn't even know and make this character just, really popular. And then they're resurfacing all these videos, all these clips, just making it a huge conspiracy. And it's such an energy harvest. And you guys have to understand that. Okay, so
Make sure you guys join our Patreon if you haven't already. The link to our Patreon is in the description, and we're going to put it as the pinned comment in the chat as well. This video is very interesting because I showed some clips of Charlie Kirk talking about if he were to get murdered. And keep in mind, this video of him saying this was back in July. August. It was in August, and then he fakes his death in September.
You know what's weird? YouTube showed me a video after my initial live stream, and it was a video of a guy from like 5-10 years ago saying Charlie Kirk had died. And I was going to screenshot and make a video on it, but I thought the situation was dead. But now it's like being amplified again, this situation.
Yeah, they keep resurfacing things about his wife, Erica Kirk, as well. Apparently, she was a celebrity before she even got with Charlie. So that's going to be my next video on Patreon. So make sure you guys join because we have a lot more content coming on Patreon.
Patreon is where it's at. So there's so many videos. Recently I had exposed Mother Teresa's characters. That is a very good video. We're getting really old. Okay, I have this entire series right now on Patreon, and we're getting old with it. Okay, we are going all the way back, and we're exposing these characters, of course. The Enlightenment and Celestial tier. Okay, So many people are telling me their life is changing from the enlightenment and celestial tier, and I recommend you guys get that tier. If you feel like you're special, if you feel like you don't belong around the people that you're surrounded by, if you feel like you stand out, if you feel like you are destined to be something, you know, get that tier. You're not alone, and there's so many people who just say that their life has just like changed so much, and they just finally relate to people. They even relate to the content on a personal level. So it's a really good tier. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so next.
And for everybody that's in the chat right now, we're going to be presenting all of this information, and then we'll answer all of your guys' questions after.
Someone said that the mic went low.
Let us know if it sounds good before we get started. It looks good on our end.
That's crazy. Yeah, it was messing up, you know, before we decided to go live.
It's good now.
Alright, so there's just so many new videos on Patreon, and I just really recommend you guys go and check out these videos. We have the Who Will Die Next series.
Also, another good thing about Patreon is that we're allowed to show clips that we can't show on YouTube due to copyright. So that's another huge perk that we have on Patreon that we can't do on here.
Exactly. And also being able to expose characters that are not allowed on YouTube. Like, let's go to the Charlie Chaplin video. That is not allowed to be exposed anywhere, okay? They are actually very sensitive on this AH character. So to be able to speak on that and expose his character is a really big deal. Okay, so again, the numerology readings, if you want that celestial tier, make sure you join. And also, if you want to call Conscious X or me, you can choose which one of us you want to talk to.
Or both of us.
Yeah, it's up to you. All right, so now I have an announcement. We have the new numerology, 2026 numerology calendar coming very soon. So many of you guys liked the one last year, so I just have to continue this. This calendar is going to be amazing. This one looks way better than the one last year, so that'll be out next month. And if you join the Celestial tier, you get the calendar included in your membership. Okay, so now let's start with this live stream.
Okay, the link to the Patreon is in the chat. I'm going to pin it right now.
It was the other phone that you were trying to get here.
Okay.
All right, so now let's talk about this. So recently I had seen this photo, and immediately when I seen this photo, I was like, wow, okay. Was this event damage control to the video that I made 6 months ago? Okay. Because initially when I did the video on Charlie Kirk's character, I never connected the fact that he was close to Candace's character. And so many of you were going to the Candace video that I made 6 months ago telling me about this Charlie Kirk character, and I finally connected the dots that these two characters were actually close to each other and both supported Trump's character, which is the main reason why they killed Charlie's character. It's to promote Trump, okay? Everybody has to understand that. Why else would they be wearing these hats? Come on. It is to make this character bigger. All this stuff is. Okay. And of course, they're doing symbolism in this photo. And someone had said the dead eyes. Yes, they both have that very sinister look to them. Both of them is insane, especially Charlie's character just looks very devious, like they have a secret agenda, which they did, because Death Fakers are huge energy harvesters, okay? And people have to stop sympathizing them, thinking they're real. They're not real. You have to stop that. Now, if you guys seen the previous live streams, you know that we exposed Charlie as being Sam Smith directly. And after those live streams, we did how many?
We did two.
2 live streams. After those live streams, I just could not stop thinking about how much Charlie looks like Sam from the side. They have the most identical side profile ever. Okay, so I made this side-by-side comparison, and it's like the perfect time to use it right now in this video. And along with exposing him as Sam Smith, we exposed him for being George Michael
and Seth MacFarlane,
the creator of Family Guy, which ironically, I was thinking about this when I found this side profile of Charlie Kirk. He looks like a Family Guy character.
Yeah.
Like his side profile looks like a Family Guy character.
They have the same hairline too.
Exactly. So these 2 characters are identical. They have other characters down the line which are interconnected to them. They may not look as much like them, but they're connected. Now, like I said, 6 months ago, I exposed Candace for being Michael Jackson. Now, not just Michael Jackson, I also mentioned other characters in that video, but let's focus on this real quick. These photos or photo had surface of Candace, and everyone was talking about how Candace's character looks like a boy, okay? Like she looks like a man, okay? And that is a huge thing, a very popular thing that people talk about, is the fact that her character is inverted, okay? And of course, me and Conscious X had noticed that she favors Michael Jackson a lot, especially younger, okay? Now, the video is very detailed, explaining the entire ordeal of how they did this. I want to reiterate that information in this live stream today, of course. So in the video 6 months ago, not only did I mention that she was Michael Jackson, but I revealed a plethora of female characters that were also made from the same exact template. And those characters are Candace, it is Ryan Destiny, and it is Lauryn Hill. They also come from Oprah's character. And you have to understand that Oprah is the base. Is she older than Michael?
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure she is.
Because Michael looks like Oprah. And I've been saying that for a very long time. And of course, people think that that's so far off and outlandish, but it's not. And I even have comparisons and connections about this also.
She's 4 years older.
And you have to think, to make Michael's character, they had to pull from other characters that were older than him, okay? So here's a side-by-side comparison. Here's a side-by-side comparison of Ryan Destiny and Candace. And they look so much alike, guys. It is insane. When I made this comparison, I was like, wow, they are identical. And initially, the video from 6 months ago, I was going to exclude Michael. But around the time that I had discovered that she was Ryan Destiny, I was like, wow, this photo is surfacing of her younger and she looks like Michael Jackson. So I just had to combine everybody into that video. And this comparison is just, direct. And I explained the slight differences that they do. You guys have to understand, they do these slight differences to make these characters appear different, like another variant. And I have a whole series. I have 2 videos on how characters are made on YouTube. On Patreon. So I recommend you guys go check those 2 videos out. Now, I could not go without saying that Ryan Destiny is also Lauryn Hill, and I couldn't ignore that because they actually mocked all of you, okay? So around probably 4 or 5 years ago, probably longer, it was a big thing to see in your feed, the fact that she had recreated Lauryn Hill's look. And I didn't even know who she was at the time, but it was just a big thing to show that she had recreated a photo shoot that Lauryn Hill had did, okay? And they are the exact same. Now there is differences, like the nose. They made Ryan's nose different than all the characters of this group, okay? I explained what they did because it's pretty crazy what they do. So here's another side-by-side comparison, but this time this is Candace and Lauryn Hill. Okay, so much alike. These characters are identical to each other.
One thing I want to say about this photo over here is notice how she's emulating every detail about Lauryn Hill's photo, right? Except for the fact that Lauryn Hill is doing symbolism.
Wow, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, she's doing the horns very, very subtly, and Ryan is not.
Wow, that is insane.
Also, her name is Ryan, which I find strange, because that's usually a male name.
And that goes back to the entire belief that Candace's character is inverted. All of these characters are inverted. We've already explained this. When they make these characters, they purposely do this. That's why it is like stupid to have a crush on them. They're inverted. They're tricking you, like always. Thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate you so much. Okay. So they mocked people when they got Ryan's character to recreate this photo shoot from Lauryn Hill. Now, I've been talking about this mocking and how they, emulate the same things that their other character has done since my Central C and Eminem video. Those two characters have so many photos that are just identical, and it's just disgusting. It's a riddle. It's a clue. They're mocking people. You have to notice this stuff and pay attention. Everything they do is intentional, okay? Understand that. We have to understand that. So, like I said to you guys earlier, all of these characters stem from the look of Oprah, okay? So, a while ago, this was probably, I don't know how old that video is, but there's a video that I have that's pretty old that's exposing Lauryn Hill for being Oprah, and they look identical to each other. And to connect this even more, Candace looks exactly like her, okay? Now, there's so many connections between these two characters. One being speakers, okay? That's a crazy connection. And you have to understand that Michael Jackson is also connected to Oprah. There's a certain time period where Oprah's character has like these reptilian eyes, and it creeps me out. I don't know why they were going with that. It just looks really creepy. It's a certain time period. It's most likely the 80s and the 90s, and it just looks bad, like just very demonic in the sense, like you just feel uncomfortable looking at the photos, and I felt so uncomfortable in making this side by side, especially this like Thriller thing. They're emitting that's such a weird music video because like he's conning.
Yeah, he is pretending that he's a regular human to this girl that's lost, exactly. AKA unconscious, and then at the end he reveals that he's not human.
Exactly. And he's doing it behind her back. It's like they're always double dealing. This is the black and white symbolism again, always playing both sides. So immediately, if you just look at the images of Oprah during this time and really think about it, it reminds me so much of Michael, okay? Now, here's the big mockery. The big mockery is the fact that one of his biggest interviews is with Oprah. Think about that. They intentionally do this stuff, okay? This is not just something random that they do. This is intentionally done to mock people. Look, he's kissing her on the cheek right here, They intentionally do this stuff. it's like putting the truth in your face. And of course, the time period where they even meet up, he's like a whole nother race, you
Yeah.
know? He looks completely different, and they do that on purpose. I think Michael's character, well, I know Michael's character is like the biggest mockery to the fact that they are characters. And I have a video about this also on Patreon. So basically, I have 3 videos about how characters are made. But I have a video about how they edit these characters and then they just call it surgery when it's not. This character just morphed into an entire different person, you know, in front of people's face, in front of people's eyes. And people just, oh, he had a skin condition, and just ignored it, or just can't even believe that people fell for his transformation as if it was just natural or because of some medical condition. They are mocking you that all of them are characters. This is disgusting. He's a hideous character, and I don't understand why people didn't, notice this. This is the 90s. Come on. And so when they did this interview, they were mocking people, okay?
Especially with his children, because how could they be completely white if he's not naturally white?
Exactly.
So it's a big joke.
It's like if you don't have a slight bit of consciousness, or like just smarter than the average, bot, you are going to get fooled by all of this stuff. This dude's nose is just ridiculous. We're gonna roast how his characters look, how his character look later, okay? So they mocked everybody with this one, and the weirdest thing is that in this photo right here, even though, like, again, they're changing how he looks or whatever, one thing that I've noticed with these 2 characters is still the eyes. It creeps me out so much how much they share the same eyes. Now let's get into some gematria. Hill, as in Lauryn Hill, because she's connected to these characters in this group, matches to Candace with 22, okay? And then it matches to Oprah with 23. And then MJ, which is Michael Jackson, with 23 also, okay? So they're all interconnected. Also, with Candace, it matches with 41. I showed this in my YouTube video that Michael even matched to Destiny. That's in reference to Ryan Destiny, who's also their other character. Let me show you guys this. That's in reference to this. All these characters are the same, okay? You have to understand this. They all are pulled from a similar template. Now, down the line, of course, some of the characters are going to look different because they start mixing them with other characters to make them like their own little variant. So, of course, Michael and Ryan, it's like completely, watered down there, but they're still interconnected. So Michael matches to Destiny with 33. And I found this photo of Oprah's character, and it's just like so weird. Why would she be doing this?
Yeah, they're blatant with this one.
There's no explanation to why she would have a photo doing this, especially during like the 90s, the 80s. Why? Okay. So that is the 6, okay? Now she's doing it twice, and I found it funny that Lauryn Hill equals 66 in 2 ciphers, and then Michael, like as Michael Jackson, equals 66 in an EHP exception cipher, and then Oprah, who's doing the 666, it's also 666 if you guys want to see it like that also, equals 66 in the cipher X cipher, okay? So they're really connected to the number 6. Now here is a new side-by-side comparison that I made of Candace and Michael, because it's not just, where's the photo? It's not just this photo and this time period where they look alike. I also noticed that they kept her image a bit similar to younger Michael. You have to understand that Michael has so many characters, and we've brought up some of the characters to you guys, and I know it sounds like all over the place, like saying that Michael is Sandra, saying that Michael is Young Boy, saying that Michael is this person, that person, Candace. It sounds all crazy, but it's because his character has been so many different images throughout his life, okay? So that does not make Candace and Young Boy the same, okay? Understand that. That does not make Sandra and Candace the same, okay? But they all are stemming from different time periods of his character's image. And her character just so happens to stem from his younger self, okay? Really young self, because it's actually hard to find photos like this one of Michael because they start shifting his image so fast. It's actually very ridiculous how fast they shift this character's image before turning the character Caucasian, It's insane. So this connection, every time, I just always have to bring it up. Michael was born August 29th. Candace was born April 29th. Are you noticing the connections? They are both born on the 29th, which means they have the same birth number, okay?
Also, I want to point out that Oprah was also born on the 29th.
No way. I didn't even add that to this. That is insane. Okay, so 3 characters in this group were born on the 29th. Oprah was born on the 29th. Candace was born on the 29th. And Michael was born on the 29th. Okay, so 3 of these characters share the same birth number. I recommend you guys getting a numerology birth number and life path reading. Join the Patreon Celestial tier. Anyway, so August and April, what do they have in common? A. They both start with an A. This is a riddle. Yeah, you can put it up there. Yeah. So he's going to pull up the Oprah's birthday. All right. So then. Okay.
We can't make this up.
What is the chances of this? What is the actual chances? Michael is born on the 29th. Candace, born on the 29th. Come on. And then now we see that Oprah, who's their base, who they're pulling the image from, is born on the 29th. Think about that, guys. Really think about this. And then Michael and Candace, April, August. Both start with an A. Now, let's go deeper with this. Michael was born August 29th, 1958. Candace was born April 29th, 1989. They're exactly 30 years and 8 months apart. What is the chances? That's 38, by the way. What is the chances that Michael Jackson, all the way out in numerology, all the way out in gematria, equals 83? 38 and 83 are the same because they have the same value. And they're only reversed of each other, okay? What is the chances of that? They're exactly 30 years and 8 months apart. Come on. That is an insane connection. So yeah, all these characters are connected to each other. One thing I want to point out is that Oprah has, what is Oprah's net worth, okay, name. It is OWN, okay? OWN. And Candace Owens, OWN. Think about that. So they're mocking you in your face. Really think about that. That was such a twister of words.
Damn, that is very strange.
They're mocking.
And they both have a show.
Yeah, it is insane.
Also, something I wanted to connect here is Charlie Kirk is Sam Smith, right? And Candace Owens is Michael Jackson. And I did a little bit of research, and Sam Smith is actually, he's mentioned Michael Jackson before. He received backlash in 2018 after he had a video saying he doesn't like Michael Jackson, but this is a good song while listening to his music.
That's crazy. And to know that Michael's other character, Candace, is close to Sam Smith's other character. That's weird. They both have a singer that they come from.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't notice this. His hat says "Keep America Great" or it says "Make America Great Again." I didn't notice that detail. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Again, this entire event with Charlie's character is just to promote Trump's character. Okay? They are trying to make his character as big as possible. I don't know if they're trying to do some dictatorship later in the future or something.
Yeah, I talked about it in my recent Patreon video.
Okay.
In this video right here, I talked about how I showed this article on, I can't say the word on YouTube, but it's raw backwards, RAW backwards.
Mm-hmm.
There was this article saying that after Charlie got killed, they kept bringing up the word civil raw.
Of course.
And I have an old video on Patreon from last year where I talked about that, so I found it weird, and it came out around this time.
I wonder if you can search videos on this side.
Let me see. I showed it in this video, so let's just click on it.
When you take another person's life,
See how he's talking about this stuff?
Yeah, make sure you guys watch this, man. We can't play the clip due to copyright, but he did predictive programming a lot in this.
Guys, I'm trying to tell you, there's a video of like some obese man saying that Charlie Kirk died
So I pulled
like
it up.
10 years ago.
We can look into that and talk about it on Patreon. But in the video I showed this video because they brought up the civil thing after Charlie's death, and I was talking about how they're creating division. See,
Yeah,
the
they
article's
are.
right here.
Mm-hmm. This shows that people are a bit crazy. Now, the reason why politics are so, like, it's so big right now, and they're going to remain being big for the next, like, 3 years. It is a 9-year, well, actually, for the past, it's going to be 4 years in total. So it started in 2024, and 2024 is an 8 energy, which deals with, you know, it could deal with the system, politics, because it's ruled by Saturn. And then the 9 energy of this year is Mars. And one thing about the Mars energy is the fact that people can end up being mindlessly passionate about something they don't even understand. And you see that a lot this year. And we're in a 9-year. Next year is 2026. I recommend you guys get the numerology calendar. It comes out next month. Next year is 2026. 2 plus 2 plus 6 is 1. All right. If you break down a number, it's 1. It's a 1 year. And politics are very big in a 1 year. And it has the same energy as a 9. So just as much of an energy harvest this year has been expected next year, because the 1 energy can be a little dumb, so people are going to be a bit dumber and just a bit more aggressive and loyal to the wrong things, you know. And that's how you can see people right now, you know, being so attached to politics and they don't even understand what they're doing. Same thing with the 8-year. Now let's talk about the 2-year. So that's the kind of like the end in a sense before it starts back up. The reason why the 2 year is involved in this is because 2 is connected to influence and politics. If you even look, most of the politicians and stuff are born on the 2nd, the 20th, the 11th, you know. So 8, 9, 1, and 2, okay? It's only getting weirder. I don't know what this, well, I know what this shift is, but it's just creepy seeing that people care more about this Charlie Kirk guy than any other character right now. And the crazy thing is, if this was a 7-year or a 6-year, a 5, a 4, a 3, well, a 4 also people would care, but a 3, nah, nobody would care about this character. So when I'm telling you this stuff and this information about the numbers, see it, because look at this. Why would they do this in a 9-year? And if you look back to all the other 9 years, they always do something with politics, big, consistently. If you look back to the 8 years, you look back to the 1 years, the 2 years, come on. The 911 event was in what? Oh,
2001.
That's 201. Never mind. So, but look, the 2 and the 1 energy.
And it's the 11th, which is 2.
The 2 and the 1 energy, okay? And of course it was 201 because that's Jezebel order, of course. And also it's a Trinity number in a sense, okay? I talk more about that in a upcoming numerology book that I have coming out about the 1, 2, 3 sequence. Whenever you see that, it's a Trinity number, okay? So they're going to script a lot of things with 1, 2, 3.
So someone in the comments is being brainwashed by social media and damage control. They said that someone said Diddy is also Deion Sanders. And that is completely wrong.
They look nothing alike. That is false. I don't know what people are seeing. I don't know if people are blind or something. They look nothing alike.
Nowadays, they're making a lot of characters on social media to discredit the type of content that we make.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see other people trying to expose celebrities for having other characters, those are infiltrators.
Exactly.
And they are also characters.
Exactly.
We've even exposed one of them in our Hulk Hogan live stream.
So they have been doing a lot of damage control with Diddy's character, and I'm going to have another live stream, most likely on Friday. Expect that. Another live stream talking about his character and the entire, what is it? The sentencing? Yeah, that's what happened to him.
So somebody in the, oh yeah, that's going to be the next live stream on Divine's channel.
It'll be on Friday.
Stay tuned for that. Somebody said, what is the Charlie Kirk mocks his death video on Patreon? They said it's not showing up for me. All you have to do is go to my community tab on my channel, and the link is right there. But I'll put the link right now in the chat. And if you just go to our Patreon, it's the recent video. This video, I showed multiple clips of Charlie Kirk doing predictive programming 1 month before he faked his death. He kept saying if he gets murdered, and saying stuff like that is a trigger because 20 days later he was about to fake his death. So I highly recommend.
So he said that 20 days before?
Yes.
Again, this is what I'm saying about 2, all right? I see someone had brought up that 2s is not just about relationships. Exactly. And I've been telling people that for a while because I have a video on that character. What is his name that I said was going to be a death faker? The first of the series that Jim Carrey mocked his death. Jay Leno, right? Yeah. Jay Leno is connected to number 2, right? And 2, it's not the number that the typical numerologist people try to tell you that it is. It could be a very divisive number, like division, right? Separation, divorce, all that stuff. But it really deals with politics a lot. Like, think about this. He faked his death 20 days before dying. I mean, he talked about faking his death 20 days before dying. Think about that. Everything is 2s with politics. It's so crazy. Even with this George Washington character, I talked about that. So people have to understand. I notice a lot of people fall for like the generic stuff that people put out. And I wish we could search other videos. Oh no, just go back to the...
Yeah, you can do it right here.
Oh, okay.
This was a really good video.
I talk about 2 in this video also because these characters are connected to that.
And keep in mind, she also exposed an older character, which is their base character in this video. So if you want to see that, make sure you join and watch the full video.
2 is feminine energy because it's influential. It's connected to the moon element, all right? And what is the moon? It influences everything. It influences the emotions. It influences the water. It influences all types of stuff, right? That is why they use 2 a lot. If you ever notice characters or people who are birth number 11s and stuff like that, they could be very influential people, okay? 2 is a very influential number. And people have to understand that. Probably one of the most clever, influential type of people.
Someone said, do you ever think celebs drop by big fans on purpose?
What do you mean drop by?
I guess they're saying like meet up with fans.
Yeah, if they want to get what is it? Credibility. Like they're somebody, you know.
They want real people to vouch for them. Because then they will defend them in videos like ours where we're exposing them.
It's actually sick because they get the person to they just put that person in a deeper dream state, honestly. It's really sick. Okay, can you explain birth number 11?
I recommend he join the celestial tier.
You should join the celestial tier and get a numerology reading. I can go really in depth if that is your birth number. Okay? So many people have became successful off of my readings and the stuff that I offer them. I tell people, oh, you're this, start this type of business. A month later, they do that, and it's already working out for them. But if you have an 11 birth number, you should really focus on trying to be a leader, okay? It's one of like the only, well, I wouldn't say that, but it's a very influential number. You could do so much, actually.
Someone said they meet celebrities at Comic-Con where they charge hundreds of dollars for a picture.
What is Comic-Con?
I don't know. It's
a comic convention?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so what? That's so weird.
It's so weird that someone brought up this guy that has the same name as another character that we've exposed.
All these characters are fake. You guys should stop worshiping them. If you guys are past the entire character thing and you're ready to focus on yourself, join the Enlightenment and Celestial tier. The videos are just so good.
Especially your recent one.
Which one?
Zoom in on that.
Oh, the time to leave one. You guys love that.
Also, another funny thing. Funny thing we didn't mention last time is the fact that, but it's perfect to mention it now since we're talking about Michael Jackson. You made this video on Patreon on September 5th, and you explained the Michael Jackson Billie Jean music video, and Michael Jackson is Candace, and then 5 days later, Charlie Kirk fakes his death.
Okay, that's actually very weird. I like to not think that they do damage control surrounding, like,
our Patreon videos,
yeah.
but they do. They also did damage control to my Jaden Smith video on Patreon. Let me pull that up.
You could just go back.
I got it.
Everybody, make sure you like the stream, okay?
So I made this hour-long detailed video exposing all of Jaden and XXX Tentacion's characters because it's way more than just them two. So join the Patreon to watch this full video.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, I exposed Jaden's base character. And if you watch this video, then you know that they did damage control right after. So I will make an updated video on Patreon explaining this.
They do so much damage control, it is odd. It's the weirdest thing. It just never stops. We used to make damage control videos. I know I used to a lot in the past, but guys, they do so much damage control nowadays. It is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
They won't stop responding with the Diddy and Kai situation. They'll never stop. That video is over almost 4 years old. Think about that. James Moon. Isn't that Venue?
Yeah, he's a troll.
Yeah, I knew it. He's trying to be calm right now and blend in.
I had banned his other account earlier
Of
because he was
course.
trolling.
And that is true. We could just be like in major alignment with things. You know, when it's time to like expose things. So soon they are going to kill Dolly Parton's character. I just want to say that. And I'm going to have a video out on Patreon very soon exposing Dolly Parton and many other characters. I have so many older characters that we're getting to. If you guys have any old characters that you're interested in us exposing, be sure to comment them right now. I feel like people forget that these old characters existed, and you'll be shocked how they're people right now. They're the new characters that they're making, all of that.
Yeah, this one is very shocking.
Oh yeah, the little video. The overlay. So the money characters are nasty because people worship them every day, even after their death. How many years has he been dead? We're like hundreds of years, and people are still worshiping George Washington without even realizing it. That's why they put an image on the money. You have to understand that so you can worship that character. No character is just going to go in a closet.
He died 225 years ago.
Exactly, and he's still being worshipped subtly, okay? It's very subtle. A lot of people are not noticing that. Everybody like the stream, okay? Let's get this 230 likes, of course.
Let us know if you guys have any other questions. So I wanted to say something about this person.
Who?
So you guys, if you want to know more about this, hold on, let me pull up your ebook because
I think you go to the shop section.
Here it is.
Oh.
So you guys need to get this ebook. The people that are talking about numerology, they gatekeep a lot of information.
Why would you trust them if they're characters and they're going to be exposed? Okay, they are not really telling the full truth with a lot of numbers and everything. This is just one of the numerology books of many that I'm working on right now. The other ones get deeper with success because I've been helping people. Okay, most of my subs can tell you they are starting businesses off of the readings that I give them.
I bring this up because someone said 11, 22, and 33 are master numbers, and they're not.
There's no such thing. That was propaganda to make some people feel more special than others. There's only 9 natural numbers. That was just media propaganda, but people fall for that stuff. Every number is special, and basically everybody's a master number because the way you get to your numbers, your life path, is through a double-digit number. Okay?
And truly the only master number is 9.
Because it's the highest number. It's the hermit. It's the highest hierarchy. Okay?
So it wouldn't make sense for 11, 22, and 33 to be master because they're lower than 9.
Exactly. But people don't understand that. They just fall for the propaganda in the media, and it's fine, whatever. But I'm all about bringing truth at the end of the day, and if people actually want truth, there we go. Because all they do is do tactics where they make some people feel more special than what they are, or some people feel not special. Every number is special in its way. They have just glamorized the number 33 in y'all face, and y'all just, it's weird. There are very special numbers besides those numbers. And I get so many people who have amazing numbers. They get you because of the doubling of the numbers. I'm 22 and I don't feel shit. That's funny. Exactly. They don't really tell the full truth with those numbers. Anybody that is in the 2s is a very, guys, y'all just don't understand, man. I've been studying this stuff for 4 or 5 years now, and man, it's generic information. This is why I meet so many people that say they see something online about this life path or that life path, and they be complaining, and when they be like, I don't relate to none of this stuff. Yeah, that's because they're giving you generic information that actually doesn't even align to what the number actually mean. And you cannot generalize everybody because everybody has a different birth number. So everybody operates different. So many people are so ignorant. They be like, oh, I'm gonna find me what is it? A 8 or 28?
Yeah.
No, now 28's, yeah, cool. But ones have a lot of money. Okay. People born on the ones, like any of those, 1, 10, 19, even 28. Sometimes 8 is ruled by Saturn. They don't typically have a lot of money. 8s typically struggle a lot because they have to put in a lot of work to get whatever they want. If you wanted to get around an 8 or a 28, you'll get around them because they'll actually motivate you in some way to go hard, but they typically struggle a lot. Ones have a lot of freaking money. Those people are usually even born rich or sometimes obtain richness in life. Okay, so people have to understand that information.
So somebody is asking about a few older characters, and they asked about Christopher Columbus, and I looked him up and I already found 2 of his characters. So I'm gonna make a Patreon video about that. So if you want to know more old characters, join the Patreon.
Jones F, that's
Yes, he's a troll, but we're just gonna ignore that.
At least he's acting good. Exactly.
I'm also going to expose that 607 guy on Patreon because he's not just Jamie Foxx. That's actually kind of wrong. He is a whole nother group of characters. You know, he is mixed with Jamie Foxx, but
Do they still push his character?
I'm not on social media like that, so I don't know. But
That's
for
insane,
people to
but
still be
yeah.
bringing him up, I'm pretty sure they're brainwashed by him. So yeah, join the Patreon. I'm gonna expose his base character because he's actually a really old guy, and he's also a young rapper. So I'm gonna be exposing that. Wow, somebody brought up something interesting about what you talked about earlier in the stream with the OWN, with Oprah Winfrey
Yeah,
Network.
they said that it is NWO, backwards, New World Order. That's amazing connection. That's an amazing connection. I mean, really think about what her talk shows were doing. I mean, they were just, in a sense, brainwashing people, giving people an ideology to worship all the time. That is a crazy connection.
Yeah,
And that's why Candace, her last name is Owens. And she's pushing a huge agenda. Again, it's the same thing with the ideology. It's like just pushing them all the time. And people fall for it. Man, shout out to you.
it's funny because earlier they had showed us a video from Candace saying that she's using the Charlie Kirk's death for attention to sell her book. So she is mocking people that this was all to push her and Trump. Because out of all three of them, Charlie was the least known. More people knew about Trump and Candace.
Who has two first names? Which one? Point that out for me.
I think they're talking about Candace. Because Owen is also a first name.
And she's close to Charlie Kirk, who has...
Oh, yeah, Charlie Kirk has two first names.
We talked about that. Is Winfrey a first name?
Not really.
Will you ever make a tarot deck? I want to. That would be so interesting. That is so weird.
Crazy how Trump is 79 right now. They're going to fake his death, and that's going to create a huge division, similar to Charlie's death, but way bigger.
He's a divisive character. Like, he's a character that people fight over. I don't understand the mind control. His character was made to mind control people. If you can get people mad with other people around them based off
proof he's going to die.
Born on the 14th. I talked about that in my George Washington video because George Washington was also born on the... I don't want to say anything. I don't know exactly. Forgot the connection.
Yeah, he's born on the 14th and dead equals 14.
So... he's going to be alive at 80, though. He just has to. September was the biggest energy harvesting month ever. And I told you guys because it's double 9 energy.
So the connection you were bringing up is that George Washington died on the 14th.
Oh, yeah.
Just wanted to clarify.
Thanks. They always kill characters in September and make it big events. And they killed that Charlie Kirk character in September. They killed...
Funny, Mac Miller also died in September.
They killed... what's her name? Elizabeth? Queen Elizabeth. Now, you know what's crazy about this? Didn't you expose that guy who's Wale, who died earlier this year?
Young Scooter.
And we said that he was mixed with him.
Yeah.
Right? And he died
in September.
And his other character later is going to die in a 9-year. Think about that. Rich Homie Kwan's character.
And you predicted that one.
Oh, that was a crazy one.
PNB Rock.
Exactly. And now this character, every time it says September death, they make it big. Guys, look at this.
Wow, Tupac.
Who's this? Patrick Swayze?
Yeah. Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
Oh,
Who's
wow,
this?
Coolio.
Oh, that's crazy. Is this the Trinity Killer?
I don't know who that is.
So funny. Yes, Jones EP, aka Venue, we have exposed.
Oh yeah, go show him the video. So somebody is asking about AH. I can't say his name, so I'm just gonna pull it up. You guys need to watch this video because there is so much misinformation on who AH's character is. I'm just gonna call him Mustache Man because I feel like most people know him for his mustache. So this mustache dude from Germany is clearly Charlie Chaplin, and they have so many more characters. Some of them are still alive right now, so we're going to do an entire series exposing all of Mustache Man's characters. He has a female character. There's so many, and there's so much misinformation about him, so that's why it's good that Divine made this video to clarify who he actually is. So don't fall for those people that are saying he's other people, because they're wrong about that.
So it's funny you call him Mustache Man. I actually don't feel like someone could get this type of mustache. Like, it seems so fake.
Yeah, it looks like it was glued on or something. So Jones Ep is asking about Christopher Columbus' character. Like I said, join the Patreon so that you can see that video when I drop it, because yeah, I found 3 of his characters. So these are all the people that died in September.
Are you serious? That's crazy.
Armani.
91, of course. That 9 and 1 combination.
And Charlie died September 10th, which is 9/1.
No, of course. They always do that because they are ruled based off the same element. 1, the 9 and the 1. They kill so many characters nowadays, and I think the reason why it's not like blown on the main media is because they've made too many. They've made too many for people to care about.
Every
Why
day.
they kill so many people this day? Look.
Which is, September 7th, which is ironic because Trump is 79 right now, which is 7/9.
They choose who die based off numerology purposes, agenda,
Yeah.
what the character was made for. They script it out. It's actually pretty creepy. Like, they script this stuff out hundreds of years in advance, and it's not random. It's all intentional.
I think the reason why no one cares about these other people is because they were made to be big young. And them dying old doesn't really matter because all of their fans are already old
And
or dead.
Yeah.
So it's only big when a young person dies, like Charlie Kirk. So that's why the biggest death fakers are always young.
And they know which ones they're going to amplify.
Yeah.
I don't care what any of you say. So many people were arguing with me when I did the initial live stream. I don't know who this is. Do you know who this is?
I've never heard of him.
Okay, because people are acting crazy. I even had one of my subs say that people are gaslighting them, saying that they
They know him. And I like how you said in the other live stream that people are acting like they're politic junkies all of a sudden.
Exactly. Like everything is just... People create their own chaos by giving into this type of stuff. I have no idea who this is.
No, I actually know his other characters. I'll make a separate video on him.
You know what's weird about him though? Look at one of his movies, the title. And they've been pushing the president so hard.
Wow.
And he's in a movie called
All the President's Men and a Connection. He died September 16th. 16 is 7. So that's basically 9-7. And Trump, who's the current president, is 79.
Wow, that's crazy.
Every day they kill somebody.
They don't stop. It's like the system just keeps running and going. They make it seem like, this sounds crazy, like death is more common than what it actually is.
That is true.
Because they make it seem like everybody knows just going to be dropping dead every day.
Well, very interesting that someone from WW2 died last month.
Of course he dies in a 9-month and a 9-year. Someone that was a part of that type of WAR. That's crazy. And he dies on the 22nd, which is 4. 4 is just like 7 in a sense, dealing with that
And
type
dead
of stuff.
Equals 22.
Oh yeah. Okay, they killed so many people on the 22nd. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's like the system. This is why it just seems like we live in some type of computer system in a sense, because like they just keep this going and rolling out.
Yeah, someone was asking earlier, how do they do this? And we've said it before, they generate this with AI. It's not real people sitting down and scripting this out.
Yeah, it's AI, 100%. And the AI that they're introducing to the public right now, with all the faking of the image of celebrities, all the, you know, the stuff that they're introducing to the public, they've been had this stuff. And they're just introducing small dosages of what's already out there, okay? Because these characters have already been, the image that you see on TV, all that stuff, that you can't actually see in IRL in person is AI generated. And it's always been. The movie's been looking AI generated for a very long time. Even old movies, like I'm talking about 1920s movies and stuff like that from the 30s or 40s, that stuff looks generated. Okay?
Exactly. Shout out to Nivik. I seen him on the Patreon. He said it would be impossible for a real human to script this. They probably wouldn't even care to do this.
Exactly. We always say that when we're decoding this stuff. When we put together these videos, we get headaches. We be like, how? And we can only go so far. Guys, there is so much stuff that this stuff all connects to. Like even with this live stream right now, exposing Candace, Michael, Oprah, Ryan Destiny, and Lauryn Hill. I just gave you what was just in my capacity to handle, because they do so much. Like it just doesn't stop. We always say it never ends. And the weirdest thing is that people, they're connected, like their events, like everything they do will be connected to a super outlandish event.
Years later.
Charlie, in a sense, is connected to all these people on this list. That's the weirdest thing about all of this. It's weird that people that are involved in like the military and stuff keep dying in September, and these people are really old. And that's the 9. That's the WAR, the Mars energy, okay?
Also, this guy named Robert Barnett, he was an attorney who negotiated book deals for Hillary and Obama.
Why does he even see how everybody around him is a character?
Even these little people.
Exactly. Why did they even need to make this character?
It's good that you're going through these. Wow, someone named Asada Shakur. I don't know if they're related to Tupac, but they died September 25th.
Yeah, someone said that was his aunt.
Yeah.
And that's weird because it's September 25th. He died September what, 16th?
Yeah.
That's the same date, basically, okay? That's another thing I want to talk to you guys about is birthdays. That's why you should get a numerology reading. You actually have multiple birthdays within your month, okay? It's
So
just different energies.
join the Patreon so you could get more information about that.
Yeah,
You guys can ask any questions you like.
yeah. Celestial's here, of course. So we see they killed Tupac's aunt in the same month that he died many years ago. On the same, date, basically, in a sense, okay? Because the 16th, 25th, both equal 7.
And
both break down to 7.
Funny thing is, she was born July 16th.
Alright. Okay, Jones EP, aka Venue, is asking an interesting question.
Oh, sorry, I want to clarify. He didn't die on the 16th. He was born on the 16th.
Okay. But he got shot on the 7th. There we go.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And then his
September
aunt,
7th.
she died on the 25th. 2 + 5 is 7. Okay? That's what they do. And of course, he died on the 13th.
And you know what's funny? This is only fueling the false conspiracy that Tupac is in Cuba because Asada died in Cuba.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he asked an interesting question.
Before I get to that, I just want to point something out about how this is clearly damage control to our Tupac videos.
Weird ads. Alright, just keep it on this one. YouTube's odd now.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate this for anyone that doesn't know. Tupac, other character is Quavo, Jacquees, and many more.
Very obvious, not hard to find, not the conspiracy where it's like so hard to find his character. No, he's in plain sight.
So go watch these videos. This is Divine's video right here. Okay, so Jones said, do you think some of the tombstones in the cemetery are fake plots to make death look more than it is? I mean, that's true because when you think about the celebrities, theirs are fake.
It is a business after all, so the cemetery business.
Yeah. And
they make it look very common. And it's actually not. It's just a bunch of fear mongering. There's
also
crazy stuff they say on the news, man.
This goes back to the NPC videos because another funny thing about this is a lot of those are NPCs and
filler people that
exactly
just they kill off and they put them there. So where's the filler people video? I love that video.
Let me search it up.
Yeah, not just rock stars. So this person said many rock stars are from military families. Not just them. I've noticed so many characters in different genres of life, different careers, like, that they're famous for, come from a military background. Very odd.
Make sure you join the Patreon and watch this video to understand what we were saying.
Okay, so yeah, the cemetery is just filled with a bunch of, weird characters. Like, they make shooting seem more, like, common than what it actually is. Already they've been killing people.
In October.
I seen one that was pretty crazy. Guys, there's so many things connected.
Someone named Joan Kennedy, which is similar to John Kennedy.
So, yes, we've noticed that older people love arguing over politics. They're more programmed with politics. That's why older people, it's like that was their media back then. So they're more attached to it. They're brainwashed by it. That's why they go so crazy about that.
Someone said there's an actor that looks like Tom Brady. Yeah, I've exposed Tom Brady.
They make being shot seem so common. Not being honest. Like, think about Charlie's character.
Like, that's not a common thing.
We should. Wait, I already exposed him.
One thing we've said before, like, in a private conversation, is that real people don't actually kill people. Like, the chances of that happening is very rare. So for all these celebrities to be killed is clearly fake. Especially when they're a celebrity, because they should be more protected.
Exactly. To really seal the deal. I have a lot of videos on these characters. This guy right here.
Mike Epps.
Some of these characters I should expose.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, he made the list.
I don't know, Sam Cooke got shot. I have a video on him.
Look at how he made the list.
Why is he on here if there's other people that aren't even on here?
Like rappers?
Yeah.
They're not going to put them on here. I did not know that. I thought he was still alive.
Yeah, we're going to expose a lot of these older characters on Patreon because some of them I can already see their characters just by looking at them.
Man, there's a lot of characters. My brain like shuts off when I think of ideas for videos, so this seems like a good place to go.
That's funny, I thought this guy was Biden.
Him? Oh yeah, that's crazy. He's gonna die soon, by the way. Don't be shocked.
Yeah, they keep hinting at it. They said he had some disease
Alright.
like earlier this year. Funny how they get people to forget that stuff.
They've been making characters for a very long time. You guys should understand that. Like, they've been doing this for a very long time.
Yeah.
This is nothing new.
Yeah, the fact that they have these statue characters. And you know what I always find funny about these, that the only documentation is statues, is that they could have been completely fictional and we would never even know. Same with these painting ones.
That is true. There's no proof that they were actually even there. They could just make up a story as they go.
Yeah, like how they admitted that Harriet Tubman was a fictional character.
What?
Yeah.
No. Are you serious? They always teach it. No, so she's real, dude. But she's still fictional.
Yeah, they mock it and they make it a joke, but
I have a question. When did they start saying, like, never mind, I'm just gonna keep that as a personal question. I just don't understand the time period like when they had time to take photos of like slave masters and slaves, and when they had time to take photos of kings and conquerors, and
all those photos look fake.
exactly. And when did they have time to take photos of the war? I can't stand that. Sensitive word.
Yeah, because how could someone be there taking photos if people are shooting?
Exactly. Wouldn't he get, hurt? Doesn't make any sense.
It's like how they say, how is there a picture of the first camera?
What?
Yeah, there's pictures of the first camera, but it's like, if there was no other cameras, how could they have took a photo of it?
That's insane. And they make images, like new characters, off of these statue characters.
Yeah, we've exposed a lot of those. One thing I've noticed is they love murder. Like, they love that type of death because it looks like, oh, they were trying to do something. Like, when you look at Martin Luther King, they make it seem like, oh, he was on his way to doing something big, but he got murdered.
That's what they're doing with Charlie's character.
Yeah, that's why they love that one.
That one is sick because it brings the most shock factor because people think it's gonna happen to them.
Yeah, it puts fear into real people from speaking out because they think,
especially with this new event, people are acting like you can't speak your mind at all. You're just gonna. People are so lazy nowadays. Some people don't even leave their house. Okay, so
no one's gonna go out of their way
exactly
to plan this out.
The guy that they got to frame it on doesn't even look like that image. Why go that far?
He looks like a loser.
Exactly.
A basement dweller.
And this is how they play with people's reality. People are so lazy nowadays. I don't really think people are gonna do that to somebody unless someone's really crazy. I mean,
and another thing is, because killing does happen with real people, right? I'm not saying real people never have killed anybody. It does happen, but it's very rare. And when it does happen, it's usually out of passion. It's someone they know that has did something to them. So why would you go and try to kill a celebrity that you never even met?
That is all to promote the character. Because think about the guy that he's like, to be so attached to a person you've never met and what they're saying to the point where
I want to look him up real quick.
Go to this one. You could just shift that one out. Type in Google. Or never mind. Yeah, that's good.
Like, why would this guy? Hold on, there's better photos.
And he's filler. You have to understand, they made him just to do this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Look at how goofy he looks. And why does this photo look like they said, all right, pose for the camera. Mm-hmm. We're trying to make you look real.
Exactly. His bed is neatly made in the background. It's all fake. It's just a generic
shirt and sheets.
Yeah, the comforter of the bed. Everything's just so typical. Blend in.
It's a set. Like, there's probably a Target shirt. This hat is clearly cheap.
No, this is when things get like really weird because like I don't know if these characters are like AI like consciousness because like who just wants to be made to throw their life away? You know,
yeah, like he's in jail because they actually do go to jail. They just don't put them with regular people.
Yeah, he's off. They hurried and made his character.
He looks so much like Ethan Kukowski right here.
It seems like every photo outside of the mugshot, he has a hat on with glasses on top. I swear, look at this. Look at this right here.
This looks like a photo shoot.
It is.
The little computer, the cheap desk.
And he has Sprite. That's a promo. So, you know, all of this is fake. The little photo album. Where is he at? Is he at college?
Yeah.
If he is, this is just... He's typical. It's to blend in. Yeah, he is an NPC. 100%. 100%.
Let me zoom in on all of this because there's so many little details.
This is an NPC.
The little headphones.
It's a
And what is this on his computer? Like
it's a blend in tactic. It's just be as basic as possible. Look like you're a real person. And you can always spot these people because they're too basic. They're too...
I was just about to say, this desk and this chair don't match at all.
Exactly. They're too normal, like typical. So people don't really think twice. So he's been infiltrating for a very long time.
And I don't know. I just don't see a real person buying this chair. Like, this looks uncomfortable. And look, notice the details. Look at how small the chair is. How could you actually sit comfortably?
The goal was he wasn't going to be at this dorm for much longer. It was only for a short period of time.
To prove you're a real person.
Yeah, this character, this is...
Let's just go back over here.
Yeah. This is insane. Like, he is made, you know?
The shades. You're right. He's wearing the costume that he was going to wear. Because why does he have shades in this photo?
These are probably the same shades. This is just terrible.
And one thing I want to point out, we never talked about this, but I noticed this when I was doing research for my Patreon video. His actual name is Tyler James Robinson. And
Tyler James.
Charlie Kirk's name is Charles James Kirk. Why would they have the same middle name?
That's insane. There's something with this James thing.
Let me pull it up to show this. But what were you going to say?
There's a character named Tyler James.
Really?
I think so.
Look at that. His name is Charles James. And this guy that shot him supposedly is also named James. Why would they have the same middle name?
Why would the guy that's really young, younger than him, later end up, that's going to coincidentally get mad at him, hate what he says, and they just so happen to have the same middle name.
Another thing I wanted to point out, this connects to Candace. You had showed that, let me find it. Her birthday is April 29th, right? She's born in the month of April. Why would this guy also be born in April?
Of course. He went here. He infiltrated here. So it said he went to Pine View High School. He infiltrated here.
Yeah, they do this.
He found a filler high school, and he went there for 4 years.
St. George.
Look, they only have 1,000 students. Look at that.
So it was easy.
And nobody there. It's a little small town in Utah. And this is ridiculous.
Yeah, he even had a little Discord group chat.
And then after that, he went to Utah State.
So somebody brought up if we have spoke on the movie Snake Eyes yet. I keep seeing a bunch of involved infiltrating TikTokers talk about that. So I don't click on the videos because these people are obviously fake. So I don't know the predictive programming. So feel free to let us know.
Snake Eyes. That's weird.
That's funny because you were showing the photo of Michael Jackson's eyes.
Yeah. So you know what's crazy is now he goes down as a Noble alumni. But he didn't do anything positive. Like, he went to this college and now he's being put down as one, like a alumni, a Noble one. He didn't do anything positive, so why is he being like celebrated?
Yeah, they make these people celebrities. So I noticed a connection with his... Let me go back. Because we were talking about this number. Because this all connects to Trump. Notice how Trump is the 47th president, right? His birthday is April 16th. 16 is 7, so this is 47. I just wanted to point that out because it's very clear that he killed Charlie Kirk to promote Trump.
Yeah, crazy connection.
Here come the trolls. Do you think Sean Combs will be gone soon? I don't know why they said his name, like his real name. But yeah, they're doing so much.
I've already exposed that in the video that they're actually doing damage control to. It's a YouTube video I have where I expose. Oh, it's so weird. It's this video right here. I explained how his profile picture on Instagram was basically an encoded message that his character is later going to be a death faker.
And the live stream, you even put it as the title. Let me pull that up. This one, you had titled it, Diddy will be next to go. I never watched that Snake Eyes movie. And I feel like, don't these people see that they're doing promo for this movie?
Oh, it's because he's doing so much symbolism or something? Is that why you guys are saying that?
And this is damage control to me because I've exposed Nicolas Cage before. So, of course they would be using his movie.
1998. That's crazy. That's the year she was born in reverse.
Oh, yeah.
And so people are going crazy because it's predictive programming.
Also, it's an hour and 38 minutes.
Of course.
Death equals 38.
Yeah, I don't like any movie from...
See how this is promo? Why would these mainstream articles even be talking about this?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I hate how people don't see that they're being programmed with something.
They're just using this entire death to make everything a conspiracy so they can promote the media more to people.
Because now people care about Nicolas Cage.
This is a day ago. They said Nicolas Cage movie surges on streaming 27 years later. Okay? Did you guys catch the 27 years later?
And
27 is 9. It's a 9-year. Come on. And it's because of the Charlie Kirk parallels. More like predictive programming purposely done so that they could promote this movie because this movie seems trash. I've never even heard about this movie. So they made this movie purposely so that it can get popularized later. And it's just all a all a push for all of them. You have to understand they all work together to support each other. Even the ones that have beef with the other ones, the ones that hate the other ones, they all work together to promote each other.
It's all nepotism.
How in the...
And
he wasn't even big during... Charlie Kirk's character wasn't even presented on a world stage in 1998. So if you're like a regular dense bot thinking, really think about this. Why would they create a film to do predictive programming about a character that's not even popularized yet? Like, that's not just a random occurrence. That was done because they were later going to make Charlie Kirk and make him really big, and they connect his character to the movie. It's all scripted. Like, you have to understand it's scripted. It's not natural.
And this title of this article proves exactly what I said about how this is clearly to promote a movie. Why would this movie jump all the way up in streaming? You know, all these TikTokers are promoting this movie.
They're fake. They're so fake. Yes, their beefs are fake. When they are arguing with each other, fighting with each other, dissing each other, it's propaganda, it's promotion, it's, you know, to push each other. And of course, it was August 7th, all right? And we see that the Tyler character was born, if I'm not mistaken, on the 16th, which is 7, okay? And August, a lot of things was going on with the girl that Charlie Kirk was, you know, promoting. I don't know her name. That had got hurt by the guy on the subway or whatever it was called. Yeah. That was in August. Think about that.
Mm-hmm. Funny how this release date has a 42 numerology. And the whole Diddy thing right now, he got 4 years and 2 months. And yeah, this is just damage control, man. I exposed all of his characters, and no one has been talking about him, and all of a sudden...
Oh, there's a character named Charlie Kirkland in it. All right.
Charles Kirkland.
And look, this guy name is Lincoln Tyler. Y'all are
this
weird.
is a joke.
Oh, they're so weird. Tyler's bodyguard. Think about that.
College boy.
Of course.
And this all happened at a college.
All these filler actors and actress that they made. Think about that. Lady at elevator. Yeah, this is a joke. This is like some Z-list movie that they made.
That's funny. Let me pull this up.
Reviews are so funny to read. Hold on. I want to see if you... No one gave it 1 stars. Okay. That's funny.
These are all bots.
There are some critical ones.
They just love whatever's presented.
Pretty standard stuff. The difference is Cage's manic energy. All right. Okay, it was based after my father. What? Hold on, let's read this. This movie's main character was based after my father.
Nick did a great job.
What does he mean?
So I found some more connections with Nicolas Cage. He is 61 right now.
And he's born on the 7th, and 61 is 16.
Tyler
was born on the 16th, which equals 7.
It's all scripted.
Yeah, that review had to be fake. The one where the guy said this was based off his father. I don't know whether this guy's a little delusional. I know that some NPCs are delusional and they think things are about them. Um,
Funny, Nicolas Cage has the same. His birthday is the same numerology as Charlie Kirk's birthday numerology, which is 28. Man, and this is just huge damage control. I can't even explain it. I would have to expose Charlie Kirk's wife for you guys to even understand the damage control. So the next time when I expose her, I'm gonna point out how this whole Nicolas Cage thing is connected, because one of Erica Kirk's characters I exposed, and in that same video I exposed Nicolas Cage. So it's just gonna be shocking when I point that out later.
So this is. Oh, that explains why it's terrible. Anyway, this is. What is that guy? Nicolas Cage uncle, who's already famous, and he made the Godfather series and everything. He's related to him. Supposedly, he's a nepo baby.
Funny, look at his birthday.
What's the
April 7th, 47.
Wow. And April 16th is Tyler's birthday. April
Trump.
16th is April 7th. Same energy.
And Trump's the 47th president. Let me pull that up so people can see. All this connects to Trump. But yeah, to that person that asked about Erica Kirk, just join the Patreon. I'm going to be dropping a video on her very soon. Funny how that has a release date of June 18th.
Yeah,
Same day
it's in
X
his
died.
upcoming movie section.
Why would he be in a Spider-Man movie?
I don't know who he's been.
Is this a Jesus movie?
Yeah, he has one coming.
Oh, that's another connection. He's Christian, and Charlie Kirk is Christian.
Nicolas Cage is Christian.
Yeah.
That looks like the most demonic character I've ever seen.
Yeah, ironic. I exposed him for being Marilyn Manson, who's the polar opposite, but they're the same because, you know, I showed how Marilyn Manson has photos with the Bible.
This entire movie is already recorded. It's just to make people
Anticipate.
the date that the movie is going to come out. It's gonna be an odd movie. They get people to worship weird things.
He does a lot of mockery, like that Face Off movie.
Yeah.
Clearly showing that their characters, they played each other. Very weird movie. Wow, he has a movie called Lord of WAR. City of Angels. Wow, this is another connection to Erica Kirk. She was some Arizona beauty pageant winner, and he has a movie called Raising Arizona. And like I said, the same video where I exposed her other character, I also exposed him. So it's very strange.
So I don't know exactly what Afro beats is, but from me looking this up, it seems like they expanded with making characters in other countries now. Um, this is bad because now they're getting people in other countries to just like worship their celebrities and be like, distracted. This is because they're like gentrifying the place, Africa. And all these characters are Nigerian. They're West Africans. Okay, so I see what's going on here. Yeah, they're just doing the same thing that they did in the U.S. Very terrible, honestly. Just a huge distraction. Yeah, they're collabing with rappers and singers in Hollywood because it's to it's to brainwash the people like West Africans into like the same propaganda that they used on African Americans in the US, okay? So it's the same propaganda, same stuff going on. Yes, I've heard of WizKid, but I don't know who the other one is. Eventually we'll get to them because I've noticed that the media has shifted and that's their main focus. They've been developing a lot of characters there. I have exposed Tim's character already. But yeah, we'll get to them soon. More of those characters.
Maybe on Patreon.
Are there countries that don't really have all of these distractions? There's some countries that have less distractions, but there's always going to be something. If it's not going to be huge mainstream distractions like America, or as we see with West Africa right now, or with Latin America also, they are doing major mainstream distractions. And mainstream distractions just mean getting them addicted to this like stupid rap culture and all that just weirdo ignorance that they get people addicted to. If they're not doing that, they're getting people caught into like the poverty loop, the the religious one, and the politics, right? So you'll see like in certain countries, if they don't have a huge mainstream thing going on, like a lot of celebrities that are just like, and they're like not fully obsessed with them and so embedded like, Americans are, what they do is they keep those people like poor and get them to really idolize religion, okay? Religion plays a big role in most countries, and that's the big distraction.
And to that person that said if we have info about them on Patreon, we accept video requests on Patreon.
Just join the Celestial tier.
Yeah, you can request anything you want. Yeah, Mansa Musa is a character.
Why do you guys bring this character up all of a sudden? I don't understand. It's not random.
Yeah, this guy keeps talking about him.
Well, no, at first Benyu was on his other account talking about it for some reason.
Oh, so that's him on another account.
Is this him?
Yeah, because I've seen someone talking about it.
I have no idea who this is. But interesting. He really doesn't have an image. All I see is that they're just making
AI version.
a AI melanated version of a man with a bunch of gold. So he doesn't really have an image. Well, this is his image.
No, this is the only photo.
Oh, okay. There's...
Pull that up. It's right there.
It's over here. I don't know what to do with that. You know, see what I'm saying? Like,
This dude is clearly a fictional character.
yeah, this is crazy.
He's just a drawing.
It's crazy. Because Africa is ruled by, was it French?
Yeah.
Yeah, France or whatever. That's a flora. How do you say it?
Fleur de lis.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. That's why he doesn't have an image. I don't know why you earlier was talking about expose him.
How can you expose someone that never existed?
Exactly.
They don't even have his birthday.
They barely even have the time period he died.
They just made sure to put that 33 in there.
Of course.
Funny how he had a child named Megan.
Funny stuff.
Oh yeah, someone asked about Genghis.
You know, he just because. Okay, so he has more of an image. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he got statues.
And he's older than the other guy. That guy.
That is true.
So they went all the way out. He has a born date. He has a death date. They even got the little city and place he was born. The age, died at 65, of course.
Go to the photos.
You know, AI is doing like weirdo damage control to some of my old people videos because they're like making these AI generated versions of the photos, but they actually don't even look like the photos. You know how I did a video on what is that rapper name? Jack Harlow being Shakespeare. Well, I seen a little video where they did the AI, image of what he would look like, or if he was, documented in this time period. And I was like, that looks completely off. Because, like, now, in a sense, it discredits my video because he doesn't look like Jack Harlow in that.
They call it a reimagine.
Oh, that's so crazy. They did so many of these characters. And, again, millions of views. People just watching that. It's insane.
So, very weird how Elon likes Genghis,
of
who
course
was
he
a
does.
conqueror, and Elon is kind of conquering Africa right now.
That's why they're doing this huge distraction with all the West African rappers and celebrities. Anytime they push rap, it's done. They're about to distract you. Rap is like the most detrimental stuff ever. It's just stupid. Of course, he was a 4 birth number, 31-4. Conquerors and stuff are usually connected to 4. Okay, well, no matter what, that guy is fake. Yeah, no matter what, he's fake. All of them, they're fake.
And this guy's just talking about the paintings. What about the statues?
Does he have a statue?
No.
He has a lot of AI generated photos though.
With the little gold.
I can only imagine. You probably getting this from TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Did you guys know?
Yeah.
Why does he come up here? Oh, because he's African. I forget that.
And because he loves Genghis, apparently.
That's crazy. Well, no, this is what this. And it's because they're both African. That's what they have in common. Think about that.
That's weird.
And they're both rich. Isn't he like the fake richest person in the world? So they keep repeating it. Okay, I see what's going on here.
He's the new one. They're going to make a statue of him.
Of course.
When he dies.
That's why he looks so odd.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they make characters that they're going to, They make them look odd in the moment. He looks like what the future may look like.
Yeah.
How people are gonna look then. So that's why he looks like that.
He looks futuristic.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Elon's net worth is 424 billion.
Of course.
42 and 24.
Guys, I have a video on the number 42 and 24 on Patreon. Such a good video. I recommend you guys checking that out. This is such a good series, okay? This is part 2. There's a part 1. Why do people make so many conspiracies off of this guy?
He has a weird photo that I posted before. I don't know if they're gonna show it. I don't know why they're comparing him
They look nothing alike. He looks like an alien.
They're saying because he was almost richer or something. This dude just looks very weird.
Yeah.
This is on his 83rd birthday.
Remember those photos of, is it King Charles or something? Is he dead yet?
No.
Oh. But remember those photos? I think it's his dad. And he looks weird. You know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Okay.
Oh,
I gotta find his dad now.
What was his name? Prince something. Prince Philip.
Okay.
Look him up.
Is that his dad or no?
No, I think his stepdad.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
He is also born on the 14th, just like Trump, just like Charlie Kirk.
That's why I know he's gonna die very soon.
Yeah, he has the nastiest photos.
This guy, don't hide the photos, Google. Let's show this.
What is this?
This is a joke.
Damn. He looks like the guy you just exposed.
Man, he was decaying, guys. Hold on.
He's always proof that they're not human.
Look at this.
Why his eye look like that?
This is done purposely. This is not done randomly. I need you guys to understand that. None of this is done randomly.
This is a joke.
Here. This is not random. This is purposely done.
There's a photo of him scared in a car right before he died.
What?
Yeah, it looks hilarious. I posted it.
I exposed him already in my royal family video. Oh no. This is crazy. This is insane.
That was several days before he died.
Do you guys see this? Like, this is actually insane. I don't understand. Look at this. Nah.
He looks like a mannequin in this photo.
It's artificial character. They're always.
So someone said that this guy, Arturo Gatti Jr., died today. Or yesterday. Never heard of him. But I bet it's scripted.
I mean, the first default picture, he's doing one-eye symbolism, so.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know who this is. Yeah. Was an amateur boxer planning to go pro to follow the footsteps of his father. Sad story. They do this all the time.
Of course, he was 17.
Kill equals 17 in gematria. His death from an apparent. Oh, okay. So they make this even crazier.
Oh,
and his dad did it too.
no way.
So they both.
On 7-11.
He looks like so many people.
Yeah.
He looks like so many characters. Might have to do a boxer series on Patreon. Of course.
Died on the 11th day on the 11th year.
Emotional influence. With that 9, it was the 29th. I mean, it was 2009, which is 29, and later his son is gonna die in a 9 year. Come on. With a shadow 7 number, and he is 17. It's a shadow energy right there. Where do you guys find this stuff? How do you guys be knowing all of this? Oh, I see. You got this from Facebook, huh? Because the fact that this even pops up, this looks like something from social media. It just does.
It only exists on social media
all the time. All the time. That is insane.
Let me see if they show his birthday, just out of curiosity. Of course, right before his 18th birthday.
So he dies October 8th at 17. 1 plus 7 is 8, guys. And he was born in 2008.
They don't even have his birthday. They're gonna add the information as they go.
Oh, that's not his birthday. So he died on the 8th
yeah.
at 17. Okay, that's crazy.
The fact that they only know his birth year.
Oh, it was on TMZ. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's always the first person.
I feel like some people subscribe to stuff like that. I don't want to be a part of that, knowing all the weird stuff that goes on in the world.
He was born in 2008.
Of course.
I think kill equals 28.
I know kill equals 17.
Yeah, kill equals 17 and 28. So just like that, already decoded his death, scripted.
ESPN posted 9 hours ago. They said it's unfortunately not a rumor or a joke.
No way.
Why would they say that? Why would they say that? It is unfortunately not a rumor or a joke.
Arturo is gone. ... Why do they say gone?
Yeah, he's on to the next role or whatever they do.
What was the point of his character? Like, I guess to give this sad story.
To remind people of his dad. I think his dad was bigger, so...
Yeah.
It's always this remember type of thing that they do.
Remember what you did on September 11th.
Oh, that's so weird.
They always want people to remember.
And his dad, he died on the 11th or was born on the 11th. One of the two.
He died on the 11th.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, all the articles keep saying son of Arturo Gotti.
That's insane. Okay. So, we've been live for 2 hours now. Do any of you guys have questions?
One thing I wanted to point out about his dad, which is kind of connected to Charlie, he has a movie. One of his only movies is called Breaking Point.
Of course.
And Charlie Kirk has a turning point.
And then the year Charlie Kirk dies, his son, who has a similar name as him, is going to die.
Yep. And this movie came out the year he died.
Such a filler movie. Oh,
Is that what's his name?
he's a character, guys. We're gonna expose him.
Of course, it's an hour and 33 minutes.
And what day did he die?
July 11th.
2009.
Yeah.
So the movie came out after he died.
Yeah.
On the 2nd.
Let us know if you guys have any other questions.
I seen a comment just now and I didn't know what that meant. One of the picture on videos. Oh, they're all here. Huh. That's weird. We brought up August 7th and I had posted a video on August 7th.
Shout out to Orez. He said definitely will become a member and ask for a video request soon. I'm 10 times more shook. Yeah, man, join the Patreon so you can request a video.
Understand that it's an agenda of why they're promoting rap music to West Africans. It's all a agenda. It's actually very bad.
We accept video requests on the Celestial tier, so join that tier if you want to request a video. He said he's new to this, so he's just absorbing this Charlie Kirk info right now. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. We also have like a collective of like 400 something videos on YouTube for free, so it's a gateway to understand all this information.
But on Patreon, we go deeper.
Yes, extremely deep.
Especially on the Enlightenment tier. Highly recommend that. I want to read someone's comment just to show you guys that people are liking the Enlightenment tier. They said, not gonna lie, everyone who's on the knowledge tier needs to upgrade ASAP. I watched the videos on star seeds and NPCs and they were life changing. Definitely the best videos on the Patreon. So
Thanks. So yeah, this video, a lot of people related to this one. If you feel like you're, if you're a starseed, all these titles, whatever you want to call yourself, everybody has a different thing they like to refer to themselves as. But if you feel like you're special, and you're tired of all the NPCs that you're around, all that stuff, go check it out.
I love the depiction of the NPCs right here.
Yeah, that's funny. A little gray.
They're so dull.
Rose, yeah.
And I wanted to explain the difference between the tiers. So on the knowledge tier, we mainly have videos on just celebrities and older celebrities.
And characters that kind of just can't be exposed on YouTube or any public platform.
Like politicians, crisis actors, death fakers, stuff like that. And the enlightenment tier is where we get personal, spiritual, Divine has a lot of good videos on there exposing NPCs and the difference between a starseed and an NPC. So if you want to know if you're a starseed, join the enlightenment tier and watch her videos on that. So, and when you join the enlightenment tier, you also get access to the other videos that the knowledge tier gets. And last but not least, the celestial tier, which is the best tier, you get everything basically. You get to book a call with me and Divine Sade. You get all of Divine's ebooks for free and the yearly calendars, and you get a numerology reading, and you get to do a video request, one per month.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And you get unlimited direct messages to us, so you can ask us however many questions you want.
Since offering these numerology readings, I've done at least
100 at this point.
Nearly 200 of them. And they've only got better though. They've got really good. The newer ones are just so amazing. Alright guys, so we've been live for 2 hours now. Thank you guys so much for joining this live stream. Again, the numerology calendar will be coming out next month. Alright? And it's going to be way better than the one last year. It's going to be way better. And I highly recommend this because people are unconsciously letting the energy of each day control them instead of being ahead of the curve. So I highly recommend this. It's an amazing tool. So many people that have got it last year were just it was the best year of their life. This year, the 2025, said it was the best year of their life. And the 2026 one, Sophie, it looks so good. And yeah, also when you get the calendar, I always have to remind people this. At the end of the calendar is a coupon code to the ebook, okay? The numerology ebook. There will also be another numerology ebook coming out also. So it'll have the same coupon code also.
And yes, to Marilyn Miller in the chat, they said, can we pay for the Patreon a year in advance? Yes, if you pay annually, you save 50%.
Yeah, so it's way better.
So I highly recommend doing the yearly. You basically only pay $5 for the knowledge, or $10 for enlightenment, or $25 for celestial, and you get half off basically.
The celestial is worth it for the year, unless you just don't want to go that deep, But if you like the content that we expose about the characters and stuff like that, knowledge tier, of course, celestial for everything else, because if any new ebooks are added, if any new calendars are added and you have it, you get that stuff included in your tier. So that's free. The best one for the year.
So yeah, to that person, if you want to pay yearly, when you get to the Patreon, just click this button that says pay annually and you save 50% off.
Exactly.
We recently changed that. It used to be 20%. Now it's 50%. So it's a huge discount.
Also, there's a group chat in the Patreon. That's something also to be mentioned. You get that with the knowledge tier. I don't know if you mentioned that.
Oh, no, I forgot about that. Yeah, you get group chat access. So yeah, there doesn't seem to be any more questions.
It's late and it's a freaking
Weekday.
Wednesday. Yeah. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you guys so much for joining this stream. Make sure you guys join the Patreon and request a numerology reading by joining the Celestial tier, of course. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
Make sure you drop a like on the stream as well. And stay tuned for new Patreon videos.
Bye, guys.